In today's video, I want to take you guys through a brand new Spider-Man 2 PlayStation 5 rumor that originated on Reddit, building off of a rumor that started last month. A lot of information has come out, and I really do want to go over the gameplay changes and the new characters and boss fights. Don't want to go over the story details because that is potentially, spoilers, and I know some of you guys want to stay away from that. However, gameplay details, I think, are fair game. Observer System Redux also launches this holiday for PS5 and Xbox Series X, and that was a great game on the PS4, and I do want to highlight that in just a little bit. First up, Marvel Spider-Man 2. Let's talk all about that in a new leak that's coming from Reddit user Throwaway Quarantine 8, who also had a rumor originate last month. Gameplay changes to Spider-Man 2 include 7 weather types in-game. Light snow, heavy snow, and light rain were showcased. Snow can build upon your suit and allows realistic footprints from the player and surrounding NPCs. An increased number of smaller side quests and tasks called dynamic missions. These include grabbing a ballon, a throwback to the Spider-Man 2 tie-in game, rescuing construction workers from buildings and scaffolding. They will need to be brought to hospitals after being rescued. These missions aim to highlight friendly neighborhood Spider-Man aspect of the character, and Peter Parker can now walk around New York with snow building upon his jacket as it does with Spider-Man's suit. The Statue of Liberty is fully traversable as a location. Spider-Man's famous black suit makes an appearance in the presentation. Each suit has a symbiote version of it itself that can be switched on. The black suit has its own skill tree as well, so that's pretty cool if that turns out to come to fruition. The advanced suit and web suit are in the game. The black suit doesn't try to copy Web of Shadows, but when equipped, certain elements of combat from the first game are removed to create a more fluid experience. Attacks are faster and dodges are less important. Multiple enemies can be attacked at once with certain abilities. It also details new characters and boss fights. Mysterio is in the game and a boss battle will take place on the Statue of Liberty. He makes multiple appearances throughout the game. More side quests will include with Daredevil and the Human Torch. Mentioned the Human Torch's missions will have you racing against Johnny. Miles seems to have playable scenes as he has his own suits, and 3 DLC packs are planned like the first game, with Morbius, Carnage, and Wraith being the focus of each one. It was also noted that the game plans to be released in holiday 2021, which seems to make a lot of sense. I highly doubt it comes out this year, but in holiday 2021, that does seem rather likely. That would make it 3 years removed from the original release, and the game was originally scheduled to be revealed this summer, I imagine around the time of E3, or when they did plan to do the big PlayStation 5 reveal. However, with everything going on, it seemingly is pushed back until later in the summer. However, it still does note a late summer reveal, so it will be interesting when we see that come to fruition. But again, as the world is right now, you just don't know when that PlayStation 5 event is actually going to happen. It could have very well been happening already if the world didn't go into absolute turmoil. We can know for sure. However, Spider-Man 2 seems like one of those games that I would think would be very likely to make its presence known at that big event. You don't have to just reveal games that are going to come out for launch. You can reveal other games that are going to get people very excited, and you would want the word out about Spider-Man 2 and how that is a PS5 game before launch, so people can be like, okay, Spider-Man 2 is a game in development, even though the majority of people already know. The casual consumer, leading up to the release of the PlayStation 5, if they reveal a Spider-Man 2, they know that's on the way. If they reveal a God of War 2 and another game on top of that, 3 games that maybe will come out in 2021, I think that would do them a lot of good. Have the strong launch, but also immediately establish that this is a console that's going to have a lot of longevity and a lot of quality games coming in the future as well. But yeah, I wouldn't expect Spider-Man 2 as a launch title. I just think that is very, very unlikely. I would expect something like a Horizon 2, something from Guerrilla maybe, something else from Guerrilla that is, and maybe a game from Blue Point. That Demon's Souls remake is something I know a lot of people want to see, but Spider-Man 2 definitely seemingly a 2021 title, and even then, when we're looking so far ahead to 2021, as is the gaming world, delays are always possible. Alright, moving on from that, Observer System Redux launches this holiday for PS5 and Xbox Series X, so here's a next-gen game we already know about. Following a tease earlier this month, Bloober Team has released the reveal trailer for Observer System Redux, a rebuilt version of the August 2017 released original, with expanded gameplay and new story content for PS5 and Series X. It'll launch this holiday. The game's description page notes Bloober Team has rebuilt its award-winning cyberpunk thriller Observer with augmented visuals, gameplay, and story as Observer System Redux for next-generation consoles. Considered one of the scariest games currently available and one of the best cyberpunk games coming to next-generation consoles, System Redux is the definitive version of the horror tale coming for the 2020 holiday season. The unique blend of cyberpunk and horror and System Redux features Rutger Hauer in one of his last voice acting roles as Dan Lazarski and Observer, and the team views the title as a tribute to the late film star. The game also stars a Polish musician and actor, and I don't even want to disrespect him by butchering the name, a veteran struggling with early model cybernetics. While System Redux is a remaster of the original Observer, it features a lot of completely new, never-before-seen story elements. The story, as the game details, the year is 2084. The future has turned out to be much darker than anyone could imagine. First, there was the nanophage, a digital plague that killed thousands upon thousands of those who chose to augment their minds and bodies. Then came the war, leaving both the West and East decimated and shattered with no power left to seize. Corporations took over and forged their own crooked empires. You are a tool of corporate oppression, feared and despised. You hack into the darkest corners of your suspects' minds. You creep into their dreams, expose their fears, and extract whatever your investigation may require. You are an observer. Veteran observers can dive deeper into this dystopian reality thanks to expanded gameplay and brand new story content, while newcomers will get a chance to experience the cyberpunk thriller and its chilling next generation glory. Keep an eye out for more details on the enhancements in the coming weeks and months leading up to the premiere of next generation consoles. So it does sound like this will be a launch title. Again, given the fact that it is a remaster and a rebuilt game, I don't think it's going to be a massive undertaking getting it off the ground for launch. And there was an update also posted. A Bloober Team representative has clarified to Gematsu that next generation consoles means both PS5 and Xbox Series X. Gematsu asked about a PC version, but was told the team is focusing on next generation platforms and will have more to say about other platforms at a later date. It would be kind of a bummer if it doesn't come to PC because it did have a PC focus initially, so I do think ultimately it will get a PC release. I could even see a Nintendo Switch release happening sometime down the line, but Observer was a great game, and to see it getting rebuilt as a PlayStation 5 title and Xbox Series X title, I think that has a lot of potential, and more story content to it will be great to check out as well. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, Spider-Man 2 PS5 details have supposedly been leaked. They are running around the internet right now, so I did want to give you guys the highlight of that. Expect the game in late 2021. I think there's zero chance it comes out this year, and Observer System Redux launches this holiday for PS5 and Xbox Series X. Definitely be on the lookout for that, as that was one of the more underrated games of the past few years. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.